Yo! Main coin fam, it's Bitget wallet. Hot picks, send me max, let's do our thing. Tools so sharp, we're changing the game. Find the next 1000X, remember the name. Hot picks got the alpha top tier flow. AI meets hype, now your bags can grow. Meme X drops coins as they launch in sight. Solana, ETH, Tron, it's a trader's delight. Wow! Bitget wallet, the place to trade. Tools so smooth, every move gets paid. Real-time gems and liquidity too. Meme frenzy's here, it's all up to you. K-line charts, insights on display. Smarter trades made every single day. Profit in view, let your wallet ignite. Bitget wallet keeps your goals in sight. Yeah! Download now, don't let it wait. Bitget wallet where legends create. From meme coin trends to the trading flow, it's your go-to wallet, let's watch it grow. Download now, don't let it wait. Go! Bitget wallet where legends create. From meme coin trends to the trading flow, it's your go-to wallet, let's watch it grow!
Hello and good evening. A warm welcome to everybody that's tuned in already. I can see that almost 500 people have already joined us across Twitter and YouTube. So a massive thank you to everybody that has jumped on so far. Now, I am really pleased to announce that every single week we are bringing you, in my opinion, one of the best traders on the market to give you their and share all things to do with not only Bitget Wallet, but the wider markets. And you're probably thinking, why are we doing this? We want to create the best informed and most informed community possible, as well as, of course, provide them with the best services. Now, without any further ado, I would like to welcome one of my good friends onto the stage. You can introduce yourself. You're like the man that doesn't need any introduction, but over to you.
What an introduction that was. And it's going to be really hard to step up to the pace here, Jamie. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today, and thank you so much for such an amazing introduction. And for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Bit Shaman or B Shammy. I've been around since 2017, and yeah, I live this. This is my full-time job. I'm full-time crypto. I started the Gem Hunters community back in 2017, early 2018. We've got a massive community over there. And it's a massive pleasure to be over here hosting the weekly insights for Bitget. Obviously, Bitget is one of the biggest exchanges in crypto. And this is going to be exciting because this last couple of months, it's been hard, hasn't it? It's been extremely difficult. And I feel like the average person looks at someone involved in crypto who's making money and thinks you got lucky, you were in the right place at the right time. But you know yourself, if you're involved in the markets right now, this is not easy. It takes a mental toll. It's emotional. It's uncertain, volatile, and you've got to have the right mindset. So not only am I going to bring you the weekly news updates, all the latest, I'm also going to try to help people build the right mindset, understand what kind of lifestyle you're going to need to live if you want to actually be successful in the crypto industry. Because, as I said, this is one of the hardest games in the world. But if you can master it, then success will come your way. So, yeah, thank you, Jamie, once again for the
It's going to
intro.
be insane, that's for sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip off. I'm going to let you do your thing, but a massive thank you to joining us. And of course, we're celebrating at Bitget Wallet 75 million users worldwide now, which is insane. So over to you. Excited. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and for anyone who hasn't used Bitget Wallet, then check it out over at bitget.com, and you can download the app or connect your wallet. It's an easy swap service. And, this is the future of trading, guys. It's no longer a case of having to put our details in 2FA. And I remember back in the day when, I first started trading, you would spend all your time logging in 2FA, and it would be quite a tedious process. But now with DEXs, especially with exchanges now integrating DEXs, this has become so much easier. So on my screen now, as you can see, I've got, and by the way, guys, I was always very critical of exchanges, centralized exchanges, because I find that the user interfaces aren't the best. But I've got to say, this is one of the best user interfaces I've ever used. And if you look here, you've got all your blue chips, all your main cryptos at the top: Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, TR, Tron. And, and then you've got your popular coins. I mean, Fart Coin. Who would have thought? Who would have thought 5 years ago we'd be sitting here now talking about Fart Coin? I mean, it's unbelievable. This thing's been in a world of its own. This is outperformed almost everything in the market over the last couple of months. And I know it's been pretty doom and gloom out there over the last few months. But what you have to understand is the market will turn around. Things will get better. And a lot of people are doubting crypto. They're saying that Ethereum especially won't recover and it's over. It's too expensive. It's slow. You've got the likes of Solana, Base, Sui. And, as much credit as I give them, don't doubt Ethereum. It will turn around. It's in a bottoming process right now. And it's only a matter of time before not only Ethereum, but a lot of the major altcoins do turn around. And as you can see here, you've got all the hot picks, and you can see which coins are trending at the moment. You've got different tabs. You've got the popular, you've got top gainers. So you can see which coins have performed the best over the last 24 hours. And a lot of these coins, Trump coin, wow. Is that the actual Trump coin? No, I'm not sure about that. So yeah, most of these are meme coins, so quite short term. Be very careful when it comes to trading meme coins. I prefer to trade the higher caps, the more stable long term projects. That's what they're safer, they're more guaranteed, and they're a lot more stable. With these meme coins, as you can see, I mean, you've got massive swings on these coins. 335% price change in 24 hours, 237. I mean, there's like 1.5 million% price change in 24 hours. I understand everybody. And Bicky's just mentioned Dubcat. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm also involved in Dubcat. On that subject of meme coins, I'm also involved in Dubcat. And that's almost a year old now. So on that note, if you are getting involved in projects, in my opinion, you should look for projects that have sustained a length of time and proven that they are here for the long term, and they're not just quick pump and dumps. I'm not a fan of Pump Fun personally, because I think it did more harm to the space. There's now millions of crypto projects on the market. Most have come from Pump Fun, and most of them last a couple of days max. So if I do invest in anything personally, I'm looking for projects that have sustained and lasted the test of time. I'm looking for active communities, present teams, and I'm looking for the projects that have, as I said, sustained. So yeah, on that note, Dubcat, check it out, guys. Little soft shill there from me. And I've got the weekly news here as well that I want to get up, and I'm gonna share this screen with you guys if I can get a different screen. Let me get a different screen up. Here we go. Which screen are we on now? Here we go. So, let me just come down here. So there's a lot of news in crypto over the last week, and Bitget has given us a good rundown on which projects have listed on Bitget. Web3 Project Buzz, Redstone unveils new Mega ETH Oracle Bolt, Hive Intelligence launches, a few updates on the projects that just listed on Bitget Wallet. And CoinGecko introduces new mascots, Gecko and Rect. It's just CZ joins as advisor to Pakistan on crypto adoption. Wouldn't that be amazing to see Pakistan getting more involved in crypto? Because they've not been as involved. And imagine how much money that would bring to the space. BlackRock CEO hints at Bitcoin possibly dropping another 20%. But can you see what these big say hi to my mum, Jack just said. Hi, Jack's mum. Let's go. So yeah, I'm looking at a lot of these big players right now: BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard, and they're all talking about how there'll be a bigger drop in the markets to come. They're scaremongering. They're trying to spread the fear, and that's what they do because they want lower prices. This is how they play the game. But you saw the S&P yesterday. It had its biggest one-day gain in history, I think, at least in modern day. 10% in a single day. I mean, that is insane. It normally takes 6 to 9 months for the S&P 500 to move 10%. To do it in a single day is absolutely insane. There's a trade war happening right now between the US and China, and this is affecting the markets. Yesterday, Trump said he was going to put a 90-day delay on the tariffs, but he's kept 104% tariffs on China. China have retaliated with their own tariffs. This has become this big game. And I was saying earlier about how fun it is being involved in crypto because there's that much going on, and it's almost like being involved. You're sort of immersed in this game, and there's so much happening. And we've got market trends here. Black Monday shake-up, global risks, assets plummeted, 800 million plus in crypto liquidations in a single day. That was on Monday. We saw the markets tumble. The total crypto market cap was down nearly 10%. Now, these notes are only from 2 days ago. Yesterday, we had a bounce back in the market, and now they look set to come down again. But this gives great opportunity, especially for trading and also investing long term. If you are investing long term in the markets, don't forget, patience pays. It's all about having that long term perspective. And if you speak to any of these top investors or listen to them on podcasts or streams, they're always talking about how you have to be patient. You have to build a long-term game plan, 5-year, 10-year, 15-year game plan. Think much longer term and build the right mindset. They also talk about how when the prices come down, it's really important to get excited when they're low and be cautious when they're high. So these are some of the things I'm trying to share with you guys. I mentioned earlier that I was going to share some insights with you guys to help you build the right mindset. And, if you just have the right mindset, it can change the game. I'm just going to get a different summary up here for the latest news, so you guys can so I can share this with you guys. That's why it's happening. Open on Chrome. There we go. April the 2nd. We try cancel that preset. Share screen. Just trying to find this stream. 1 second, guys. Okay. So I was talking before about how important it is to have that long-term vision, and about Ethereum. And I want to show you guys the Ethereum chart. So check this out. I'm still getting used to using the share screen. So let me get this right. 1 second, guys. There we go. There we go. Got it. Share screen. There we go. Got it. So looking at the Bitcoin price right now, I mentioned Black Monday and how the price of Bitcoin came down. It was rough. $800 million in liquidations in a single day. This is why you shouldn't leverage trade. This is why leverage trading is so dangerous. I mean, look at the volatility on Bitcoin. I'm on the hourly chart right now. If I switch to the daily chart, I think you'll find it looks a lot more volatile. So this has been an insane period of time. But you know what, guys? I like it when the market's volatile because it makes it more entertaining. There's more to talk about. There's more happening. And it gives opportunity for traders. And it also allows investors to dollar cost average into the price. So if we look at Bitcoin on a long-term perspective, so if I switch to the weekly, you can see that we are coming back down to that 76K level. And this was a crucial level in the last bull run. It was the market top, so this was the prior all-time high. So you could see how the price is going back down and retesting that prior all-time high. And this is a crucial level. And 72K needs to hold. So if you're looking at the market now, wondering what's likely going to happen next, what are the main things to look at? 72K is the most important level right now. 70K, 72K. If we hold there over the next few months, obviously we've got selling may come away. I've got a comment here. USA President Trump postponed customs duties for 90 days. What do you think Bitcoin can do during this period? Well, this is why we saw the bounce back in the markets. We saw the 10% rally in the S&P 500 because Trump postponed those tariffs. So the markets turned bullish, but a lot of that was FOMO. The problem with FOMO is it's not organic and it's very artificial. So what you get is this artificial volume coming into the market. Everybody's excited, but then after 24 hours, that excitement dwindles, and then what you get is a correction in the markets, which is what we've seen recently. You saw that Bitcoin came down 75K, and then now we've rallied right back up to 84 yesterday on the announcement of the tariffs being postponed because of the FOMO. Everybody's excited. But now, to just a day later, the price has come back down to 78K. So now we find out whether the markets are going to sustain, because this kind of news, as I said, it just creates short-term FOMO. What we're looking for is a long-term market structure to sustain so the price can push back up. So, I think it's bullish. And I think personally that Trump is using the tariffs as a weapon to get what he wants. Now, does he want free global trade? These are the most important aspects as a trader right now, is, trying to understand what is Trump doing. Obviously, the Republicans are trying to fix the economy, immigration, inflation. Trump wants the Fed to bring down interest rates. Now, inflation in America has halved since Trump came to his new term. Inflation has halved, but now he's trying to force Jerome Powell to reduce interest rates, but he won't. So the Fed, I think it's very important to understand that the Fed is an independent party, and Trump is trying to bully the Fed, and they won't budge. So what he wants is the Fed to reduce interest rates. There's a number of reasons for this. It reduces the value of the dollar. Then he can take out loans at a cheaper price. He can borrow massive amounts of capital. And the aim is to pay off the debt, because America, I think they're in $17 trillion debt right now. So Trump's aim is to wipe out the debt, fix the economy, bring inflation down. And, you know, he wants to be the hero, doesn't he? He wants to be the guy that fixed everything, the best president ever. And personally, I think that's great. I think the UK needs someone like that as well. But I won't go off on a tangent here. I won't. I don't want this to go political, but I easily could, because it's funny. I went for a bacon sandwich this morning in a local coffee shop, and there was a paper on the side, a newspaper on the side, and I looked at it, Trump and China trade war, and obviously we're immersed in this, aren't we? So I automatically went over to read it. The first page was all about Trump and China. Second page was Elon Musk, what's happening in regards to Tesla, and the third page was Labour and Keir Starmer and King Charles, and I completely lost interest as soon as the paper. And bearing in mind, we're in the UK, so I'm reading a British newspaper, but all I'm interested in is what's happening over in the States. I couldn't care less about what all these politicians are doing in the UK, because I can't relate to any of them. They're all really posh, they're out of touch, and I don't think they've ever lived the life. The Mad Mechanic says, rumor is Trump is going to announce tax cuts for every American. Now, is this just talk, or is Trump going to do this? So I think, guys, to close off this stream, the most important aspect right now is trying to understand, what is Trump's next move going to be? Is this going to be a longer term, drawn out process? Because in my opinion, this is a 4-year term. Trump's taking up a 4-year term. And it's only been, 3 months, 4 months? Are you really telling me that this is it? This is Trump's play, and now just send the market? I think the first couple of years potentially are going to be quite volatile, uncertain, and possibly rough. So that's not to say that the markets won't go up. That's just me trying to install this idea that you have to be longer term. You have to think much longer term. And I understand what it's like as a crypto investor. You're sitting here looking at the charts every day. One day can feel like a week sometimes. So you really have to build this mindset of patience and longer term. And the way to think about it is, if you're involved in this space long term and you want to be here in the next 10 years, then have a 10-year outlook. Because if you're thinking short term, which is what everyone does, including myself for the first few years, then the problem is with thinking short term, it doesn't correlate with long term. You have to have a long-term vision, a long-term game plan, and a long-term mindset. So I'm looking forward to doing these streams on a weekly basis, guys. And I'm still getting used to this. This is my first stream. I really appreciate the support and everyone tuning in. Please tune in again next week. I'll be sharing all the latest news, announcements, looking at the charts, and talking about the most important aspects of the market, the economy, the macro. And I want to thank Jamie once again for giving me the opportunity. And massive shout out to Bitget and Bitget Wallet for the work that they're doing. And once again, guys, if you're not using Bitget Wallet, check it out. It's one of the best user interfaces I've used, and it's much easier, much simpler, much quicker, much more efficient. So cheers, guys, and I'll see you next week.